Will this person still be viral if they look different?
Leah Halton has been lying to you guys this whole entire time. So y'all remember that video that made her famous? Literally this video right here. Well, that video is currently at 1 billion views. It just hit 1 billion views.
Because whether people admit it or not, TikTok treats attractive people differently.
Pretty girls make more money. Studies have shown that attractive people earn more money.
And while beauty can open doors, it can also create pressure, insecurities, obsession, and even shallow internet culture.
Here are some signs you're being punished for being pretty.
So, today let's talk about the good, the bad, and the uncomfortable truth about pretty privilege on TikTok or pretty privilege in general.
Guys, pretty privilege is real. Okay, the amount of things that pretty people get away with is astronomical.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Plani. If you're new, please subscribe and let us be friends. And to my friends, welcome back. So first, what even is pretty privilege? Pretty privilege is when attractive people are treated better simply because of how they look. And online, it becomes even more obvious. People get more likes, more followers, more engagement, more opportunities, and sometimes more forgiveness.
Guys, pretty privilege is real. Okay, the amount of things that pretty people get away with is astronomical. And if you genuinely don't believe that pretty privilege exists, wow.
And the truth is, social media is built around attention. So appearance matters, especially on TikTok. TikTok rewards visuals. You open the app, instantly you judge the face, the outfits, the aesthetics, and the first impression happens in seconds. That's why attractive creators often blow up very fast. Even doing something simple, lip syncing, working, getting ready, existing. Remember this?
Leah Halton has been lying to you guys this whole entire time. So y'all remember that video that made her famous? Literally this video right here. Well, that video is currently at 1 billion views. It just hit 1 billion views.
There's also something called a halo effect. It's a psychological thing where people assume attractive people are nicer, smarter, more talented, and more interesting, even when they barely know them. So if someone is attractive online, people automatically give them positive traits, and that affects how creators are perceived and they end up benefiting from this. One of the darkest examples of pretty privilege is how society reacts to attractive criminals. There have been multiple cases where people online romanticize dangerous men simply because of how they look. They were considered handsome. People make edits, call them attractive, joke about wanting them.
The interesting thing to me is the romanticizing the mob.
In a strange and very perverse way, and one that I think says a lot about the human condition, we tend to romanticize the monsters among us. When Manson was apprehended, there were legions of women that were in love with him, sent him love letters, were willing to marry.
I'm gonna give you my experience. There was this man who was trending online. This man looked handsome. In my head, I thought he was a celebrity. Then I looked into him and it turns out this man is a criminal. I was so shocked because I was like, I thought this man was a celebrity because of how popular he was at the time. And no, he was a criminal. That's how the halo effect is. And rather than looking into the criminal, the conversation suddenly shifts away from the actual victims. I think this is where the halo effect becomes disturbing because people sometimes unconsciously associate attractiveness with innocence, kindness, or morality. So when someone attractive commits a horrible crimes, some people struggle to emotionally connect that appearance with evil behavior. People even defend them. You'll see comments like, he doesn't look like a criminal. How does criminal look? I wanna know. He's too handsome to do that. But he's still a criminal. There's no way he did that. Yes, there is a way he did that. As if appearances determine morality. And that's genuinely scary.
That's scary.
The internet tends to romanticize everything, and social media makes it even worse. TikTok edits, fan comments, romantic music over mugshots. People turn real criminals into aesthetics and sometimes completely forget there is a real victims involved. This proves how powerful attractiveness is, and honestly that shows how deeply appearance influence perception, because if someone attractive can receive sympathy even after doing terrible things, then pretty privilege is clearly more powerful than people want to admit. And while most examples of pretty privilege online are smaller, this shows how dangerous appearance based on bias can become when taken extreme. Now, let's be fair. There are advantages pretty privilege can create: confidence, opportunities, careers, networking, brand deals. For some creators, beauty literally become income. And there's nothing wrong with being attractive, and also there's nothing wrong with benefiting from opportunities. The issue starts when appearances become the main thing society values. Because while attractive people may receive advantages, the internet also become extremely appearance focused because everyone wants to benefit. Free stuff.
I want that too.
And what happens? It ends up affecting everyone. People compare themselves constantly, edit themselves heavily, obsess over beauty trends, feel pressure to look perfect. And TikToks makes it worse because trends move fast. One week it's clean girl makeup, next week it's model face, then suddenly everyone needs lip filler, class skin, silk bun, perfect body. People start feeling like they're not enough. And we forgot that not everyone experiences pretty privilege the same way. Because online, it often feels like only certain type of beauty gets rewarded the most, and people notice it. Hence, beauty standards online are very specific. TikTok, or should I say social media, don't just reward beauty, they reward specific beauty standards. Things like skin color, body type, facial features, hair texture, how skinny you are, how closely you fit a current trend.
Like, are you the standard?
And the closer someone fits those standards, the easier it can be for them to get visible online. Algorithms. People have been talking for years about how social media algorithms seems to favor certain looks more than others.
I think a hard pill to swallow for people that want to be influencers is that people that are conventionally attractive are just going to perform better on the algorithm. No matter the quality of the content, two people could put out the exact same thing, but the pretty one is going to perform better.
And whether platforms admit or not, viewers themselves also push those standards. People engage more with what society already consider desirable, and this creates pressure because now people don't just want to be pretty, they feel pressure to fit a specific version of pretty. Suddenly, everyone wants the same face, the same body, the same aesthetics, the same features, and individuality starts disappearing. And the crazy part is, beauty standards online change all the time. One moment people praise being super skinny, and skinny is back. But this time is very different, very skinny. You see what I mean?
I've been telling y'all I foresee a dark future for us in terms of the body trends of 2025. 2025 will mark the year that skinny is officially established. Like, this is it. And it's not just normal skinny. It is the concerning, sickly, deathly looking skinny.
Then suddenly it curves, then it's natural beauty, then it's full glam aesthetics. People exhaust themselves trying to keep up, and you can't keep up. Shame. Not everyone experiences the internet the same, hence the pretty punishment. Pretty punishment exists too. People don't talk enough about pretty punishment.
Here are some signs you're being punished for being pretty. You will get those friends that really don't actually want to be your friend. They just want you around because you probably make them look good.
Because yes, attractive people can benefit socially, but sometimes being attractive creates completely different problems, especially if you're pretty but you don't meet the standards, beauty standards. A lot of people brush those problems off. People hear attractive person struggle and immediately think your life is easy. What do you even have to complain about? At least you're pretty. People forget that pretty people can also suffer because being attractive doesn't magically protect someone from harassment, objection, stalking, jealousy, insecurities, loneliness, pressure. So attractive people constantly deal with unwanted attention, people sexualizing them, crossing boundaries, obsessing over them.
Whether or not you like to admit it, pretty girls get bullied. So most people hear the word bullied, and they picture someone who is like awkward or quiet, like an easy target to make fun of, right? But nobody pictures the pretty girl.
And because society assumes attractive people have perfect lives, their struggles often get dismissed. And they also get reduced to their appearances. Sometimes people overlook attractive people's actual talents because they are pretty. They assume success came only from looks. They are unintelligent and they didn't work hard. Some, even if someone is talented, creative, funny, or hardworking, people may only focus on appearances, and that can become frustrating. And sometimes it gets even worse when attractive people try to defend themselves, because the moment they stand up for themselves, people suddenly start calling them arrogant, stuck up, attention seeking, full of themselves. As if confidence only becomes acceptable when society doesn't find you attractive. People sometimes project onto attractive people. A lot of people automatically assume attractive people have easier lives.
I don't care how many people troll me on the internet for saying it, but being a pretty girl is hard. Standing on your boundaries and standards, doing your own thing, investing in your skin, your makeup, your hair, your clothes, working towards organizations and passions that you love. Doing things that make you feel feminine and beautiful, going after your goals and your dreams, cutting off toxic people out of your life, having radiant beauty that shines from within. All of these things are what make a pretty girl a pretty girl. You don't think people are going to be jealous of that? Or try to sabotage you out of it?
So when they express pain or frustration, others dismiss it immediately. You are pretty, what problems could you have? But being attractive doesn't remove human problems. And surprisingly, one thing many attractive people talk about is loneliness, not knowing who genuinely likes them, not knowing who is using them, not knowing if someone actually cares about their personality. Or some say friendship feels fake, some say relationship feel performative, some feel constantly objectified instead of understood.
I can relate.
When you're a pretty and beautiful woman, people want to experience you, be around you, gain your mental insight, or gain the aura that you have. They want something from you, but they don't necessarily like you or love you or really care about you. And it's a very tough pill to swallow. It can be very lonely.
People can take advantage of them too. Sometimes attractive people attract attention from people who want status, want validation, want access, or simply like the idea of them. And over time, that can make trust difficult. The reality is more complicated. So yes, pretty privilege exists, but pretending attractive people have perfect life isn't realistic either. Privilege struggles can exist at the same time, and social media usually ignores nuance. The internet tends to see everything in extremes. You are either privileged or suffering, but real life is usually more complicated than that. Other uncomfortable truth, people online are often kinder to attractive creators and harsher to creators that are not attractive. The same jokes can be called funny from one person and cringe from another. The same confidence can be called iconic or attention seeking. That's how much appearance changes perception online. Is pretty privilege fair? No. But life has never been fair. Pretty privilege exists offline too. Schools, jobs, dating, customer service, but social media magnifies it because platforms are built on visibility. The real issue isn't attractive people existing. It's society attaching human value to appearance, because eventually people stop asking, are they talented? And start asking, are they aesthetically pleasing? And that changes internet culture completely. So, what do you think? Is pretty privilege online real, or are people exaggerating it? And do you think TikTok made beauty standards worse? Be honest. And whether you are benefiting from pretty privilege or not benefiting from pretty privilege. You are a human being and your experiences should matter to you because those are your experiences and you're allowed to express them. And if someone is not willing to hear them, that is their own problem. So that is my topic today. I think this one is more close to my heart because I have my own experiences with this. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching, and I will see you on my next one because I have a very interesting topic that I want to touch on my next video. So please stay tuned for that, and then I will see you on my next one. Thank you so much for watching once again. Bye.